guys! Thanks for clicking on this video. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not, welcome back. I've got lots of art ideas to come, but for this video I'm drawing Tangy from Animal Crossing. You know, the orange kitty. And I don't know what forces compelled me, but I saw her the other day and I needed to draw her, so that's why I'm making this video. Starting with the sketching phase, you can kinda see me struggling to draw Tangy as a human girl. It took a couple tries to come up with a pose that I was happy with, and I gotta say that my energy levels seriously affect my drawing performance. The day that I was drawing this, I was so exhausted, but I somehow managed. My best advice for when you're hitting a wall with your art is that you most likely need a break and you should come back after you feel refreshed. It certainly helps me get back on track and it saves a lot of unnecessary headache. I had originally planned to draw Sherber Wade since those are my babies, but I've already done some art of Wade, and since it's just about autumn, I thought I would savor the last bits of summer vibes with orange-inspired art. Winter in Canada sucks. I'm not intentionally trying to be delusional to make myself feel better. I also started out drawing Tangy with kitty ears. You can see in the sketch right now. And I even gave her a tail at some point, but then I remembered the whole point of this art series is drawing them as humans. So I opted for making it a cat headband instead. Whoops. I feel like this won't always apply since the actual core idea of this series is building upon a simplistic design. Spoiler alert for the next video. But you get what I mean. Yeah, no, it was definitely one of those days where I was feeling extra rusty with my drawing, so I'm just gonna jump ahead to where I was actually happy with the sketch. I'm also skipping the rough color and color blocking this time around since I already showed you guys last video. If you're interested, check it out. But I think it would be better to show more of my actual coloring process, and I will get a little bit more into depth about it. Can we talk about Animal Crossing though? I swear that game came to save the world at the perfect time this year when everything was burning to the ground. For me personally, I had just finished my last year in college this April, and with no job prospects on the market because of the melting economy, I was stuck at home with only one thing to do: play Animal Crossing 24/7. And when I say 24/7, I mean it. It didn't help the fact that I was also so creatively burnt out from school that I didn't even really want to draw. So I just lived and breathed Animal Crossing. It wasn't a game, it was a way of life for a couple solid weeks after its release. I can't say I'm proud of myself. I mean, my town still looks like crap, but I did have fun. Though after those couple weeks, I totally dropped the game and stopped playing entirely once I felt like drawing again. I feel kinda bad, but it's not like I'll never play again. I still do pop by and greet my islanders occasionally, so don't worry. Is it just me, or the color scheme that Tangy has gives me retro juice parlor vibes? Especially when I incorporated those colors on a cute girl. There's just something so fun and refreshing about orange and green with white. Gosh, this drawing makes me want Fanta and Orange Crush. Oh my god, speaking of juice girl vibes, I would and should have totally drawn her with rollerblades. But then again, I've been wanting to draw white athletic shoes with white socks for a while now, since I saw somebody at the mall the other day wearing them. Quick tangent, but as an artist, does anybody else stare at people's cool clothing in public? Like, I want to recreate an art, so you just do your best to mentally absorb the image, and then you walk away wondering if you freak that person out? Just me? Okay. Okay, so time to talk about the coloring. To elaborate on my flimsy explanation from last video, sorry guys, I usually take the base shade, which is typically lighter, and then I work a more saturated and darker shade over top, like the yellow and dark orange that I use in the skirt. On top of that, I like to push the shading colors to another color a little, like how I used a base warm green for the shirt, and then I went over with a bluish green to shade it. I'm sure there's a proper term for this, but for me, it helps round out the shading, making it look less flat and more dimensional. I guess this kind of mimics the different colored light sources in real life. It's also the same idea with the highlights, which is why you see me using that bluish color to highlight in some areas. Okay, so we are almost there, so I'm just gonna speed up this next part a little bit faster so we can get to the end and I can give you my thoughts. In my last video, I know I cut out a lot of the actual coloring phase, and I feel like that took away from the piece coming together slowly, so sorry about that. Not the best at editing yet, but I am getting better, I promise. Side note, I do know that Tangy's eyes are originally black, but I just wanted to shake things up and add a little bit more flair to the drawing. Nothing wrong with dark colored eyes though, I do have them after all. And here's the finished Tangy. I hope you guys like the finished result. My one regret is not drawing those rollerblades. I mean, it was an afterthought, but it would have been perfect. Alas, maybe I'll get to draw some in another piece down the road. Also, I feel like I talked a little bit too much in this video. I'm having a lot of fun though doing voiceover for the first time, and making videos is actually really fun, so I hope you guys stick with me. Consider subscribing if you liked the video, and honestly, leave me some comments on ideas for what I should draw next. I love your guys' input. See you next time! Wait guys, I just realized something. Don't talk to me, I'm Tangy.